Hi folks, Peter here from Irish Times, and October marks my 10-year anniversary living in Thailand, so I thought I'd make a video on my tips to living long-term in Thailand. So my first tip for living long-term in Thailand is find a hobby that doesn't involve being in a bar. Now the reason why I say that is because too often I've met fellas that have come over here and they've got caught up in the bar scene, and let's be honest, everyone that comes over here first, that's what they go crazy about, you know. It's like a different world that people are in, you know, and they really enjoy it. But long term, that's not a good strategy to have, because you end up making friends that are just from a bar. It becomes like a drinking culture, you know. You're always drinking. You could be down there 3-4 nights a week and you're drinking, you're spending money. You might be meeting the type of people that are not going to benefit you in the long run. So I suggest that do some exercise. Bangkok has a huge fitness culture now, and all of Thailand as well. There's gyms everywhere, and there's people really want to exercise. And we're not talking about going to the Olympics here. We're just talking about doing some kind of exercise that keeps you healthy and keeps you fit, keeps your mind focused. So that's my big advice to anyone that wants to live long term over here. Nothing wrong with going to a bar and having a couple of drinks. I do it myself. I enjoy doing it. But you don't want to get caught up in it. I know a lot of fellas that have come over to Thailand and they become alcoholics. A lot of them have become alcoholics. It's very easy to become an alcoholic over in Thailand. Everything is set up for that. You've got women that are going to throw themselves at you. You've got bars that are going to keep serving you. There's hardly any kind of... You could drink all day, every day if you wanted. There's nothing to stop you. Exercise is one way for me that has kept me on the straight and narrow and kept me out of trouble. The next piece of advice I can give anyone who wants to live long term in Thailand is to surround yourself with people who push, motivate and challenge you. There's a saying that I read recently is that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And that means that the people who you spend the most time with dominate your thoughts and your conversations and your attitudes and how you behave. You know, if you're around a bunch of idiots, you're going to become an idiot. If you're around a group of people that want to go places in life, you'll go places in life with them. To give you an example from my own personal experience, when I first got over to Bangkok, my first year or two in Bangkok, I got caught up in the whole bar scene. I was going out partying. I met a group of people that's all they used to do. They used to party. We used to finish work on a Friday, party Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back into work on Monday. And we did that for a couple of months. After a while, like, I noticed that, well, number one, my health was suffering. You know, I was hungover on Monday and Tuesday. You'd recover on a Wednesday and then you're back out again on a Friday. So my health was suffering. Second was, it was bloody expensive. Going out spending all that money, drinking and partying, it's an expensive lifestyle. And my job suffered as well, you know, I couldn't concentrate at work. I wasn't focused on what I was doing. So I had to make a tough decision. I decided that I was going to spend less and less time with these people. Not because I didn't like them. I really did like them. They were great. It was great fun. But I knew that if I wanted to live long term in Thailand, that was not going to be the way for me. I wouldn't have lasted. So that's what I did. I had to slowly spend less and less time with them, and it kind of fizzled out after about 6 or 7 months. They stopped calling me. And it was tough at the time because they were my friends, but like I say previously, I got into exercise, and that was the one thing that really helped me out over here, because I met people that were into the same things that I was into. The next piece of advice I can give anyone who wants to live long term in Thailand is to choose your partner carefully. You've probably seen many videos about this already, but this is a very important one, because, like, I'll give you my own personal experience, right? I am a thinker and a talker. I like to talk and I think out loud and I like to ask a lot of questions. Some people don't like the fact that I ask so many questions. Sometimes it can be a bit annoying, but that's just who I am. I'm quite inquisitive. So for me, like, I need someone that can answer my questions and can hold a stimulating conversation with me. Yes, Thai girls are beautiful. They are very beautiful. But in the end of the day, looks fade. The brain will never fade, hopefully, unless you get dementia. But anyway, the brain will always be there. So in 20 or 30 years, when you're both old, you'll still be able to have the same conversations. When I was single and I was dating, that was one thing that I was really looking for. I was trying to find someone who I could connect with on a deep intellectual level. And to be honest with you, it was quite hard. Now, I'm not saying that Thai people don't think, because they do, and there's some really clever people over here. But I found that for me, it was hard for me to find someone that I was really compatible with. It took a long time. Because the way I see it is that for a longevity in a relationship, you need to be able to communicate and understand each other, and on a deep level. Choose your partner carefully. Choose someone that you can, like, you see a long-term future with, you can chat away to, and they really know you as a person. These crows are really messing up my audio. The last piece of advice I can give anyone that wants to live long-term in Thailand is the one that you've all heard all before: learn the language and culture. All you need is the very basic Thai. And once you learn that, Thai people will be super responsive to you. They'll go out their way to help you. If you make an effort speaking Thai, all you have to do is make an effort. Once you do that, people are going to help you. And understanding the culture is to understand how people think, the reasons why they behave the way they behave, and the actions that they take. If you learn the language and the culture straight away, for me, in my own personal experience, it stopped miscommunication issues. Miscommunications cause arguments. Learning the basics of Thai as well stopped me feeling paranoid. I remember when I first got over here, every time I heard the word farang and I saw people laugh, I got paranoid and I thought, oh, they're talking about me. Like, why? Oh, they're talking about me. What are they saying about me? Most of the time, people weren't even talking about me, or they weren't trying to be offensive. And a couple of times, yeah, I got offended and, oh, they're talking about me. What are they saying? But most of the time, people are not. I'm sure that there are other people here that watch this video that have their own tips. And if you have any tips, put them in the comment section. I'd like to read them. We all have our own different experiences over here, and we've all done things a different way. Some people might have done things a different way to me and been happier or just as happy or whatever. That's each to their own. I'm a big believer in do whatever makes you happy. Please subscribe, share and like if you like this video. Cheers.